There we go. I think we should be good now. Oh wait. Game sales may not be working though. Hold on. Sufficient time for that to show up here. Like it. Okay. Let's go back. Keep this in my headphones. Okay. Hopefully that still works. Let us go to our friend Benji the Knife Master. We are at the very, very beginning of his playthrough. Alright. Let's see where we're at here. Yep, those couple things we did. Okay, so yeah, we haven't even left the lakes the first time. We'll skip meeting the companions for now. Yeah, we got things to sell. Okay. With that, I think we're off. For now, I'm going to skip talking to the companions. Save that for a later date, probably. Stuff. Yep, I only have 4 party members right now. One second. Oh, I want to show location names. There we go. Sorry, old man. Squalid clothing shuffles up to you. His gray hair is unkempt, and he continually clenches and unclenches his wrinkled, freckled hands. When he stops and looks up at you, his eyes widen. He tugs at his beard. Strange weather. Invisible fog creeping out of the woods. Soars beyond the sky, obscures the sun and moon. Strange. I don't like this old man. Looks like the kind who can cast the evil eye. Who are you? Remus, but that won't help with the fog. Thanks. What are you doing here? I do nothing. Breathe, walk, observe. The fog looks visible enough to me. I see more than ever. I've never seen so much before. But someone must look, and no one else can. Invisible fog? Does that mean you can find your way through it? The fog is wrong. It hinders your legs, not your sight. I wish not to try. I should probably go. You hasten? You should. Your rival wastes no time. He races, but in another direction. He searches for power. He'll find it. My rival? Do you mean Tartuccio? He's not tall, but he wants to climb high. Beside him are those who could stand against him and might yet still. What power is he searching for? Someone else's, old, but forever young. That which was taken from another, that which gave joy, and now gives death. Can you tell me where he is now? He is in an old tomb south of the trading post. Sweet. Thank you. How do you know we're rivals? I don't know. I see. You can choose where you set your eyes usually, but you can choose what they see. Farewell. Once stolen, the land should be reclaimed. Once reclaimed, bound with the claimer shall it be. Bound, merged, joined by unbreakable ties, claiming the land, claiming its pain, claiming its death. Okay. Off we go again. I think there's anything else on this. It's just a random encounter map. So now we're going here. There we go. Got it. Okay, we'll take all that stuff. Turn the cat on. Let's go ahead and hit bless. Alright. Quick save. A gnome in gaudy purple garb seizes your attention. Of course, the scoundrel Artuccio, who you know from your time in Restov. The vile gnome is standing on a small hill, expressing his discontentment in every way he can muster. Don't you have some other pressing business to attend? Perhaps Jamandi's quest, the search for the Stag Lord. Yay, I have a tank now. Alright, now we're going to try something else here, because I don't think the audio is working properly. Probably because it's
I see my magnificent rival will stop at nothing, even at stealing the treasures of his enemies. Let us see if your tools are even more useless than mine. Draw your sword and cover my retreat.
And fight. Alright, let's see here. So Valerie's staying, Jathal's leaving. Alright, let's try and get swinging here first. Let's have her do that. Harem. Yeah, just go there. Now let's sit after this guy. Let's see how this goes. Right. Oh gosh, the Smiley Don't's in the way. Well, that went well. Alright, we're gonna leave the Smiley over there then. And go get these guys who are picking on Valerie. Oh, yeah, of course. That's okay. Really? I can't hit this guy with anything? Man. We get my butt kicked on the very first fight here. You need to move up so they're covered by the bard. There we go. Good job, Smilodon. Look at him. You also, let's try this. Got him. Perfect. No. This big guy is being really annoying. There we go. Somebody hit him. Who hit him? Oh, I got a crit. With some sneak attack. Nice. Alright. Pause. Oh, yep. Alright, needs to be leveled up. Let's do, let's keep her as a tower specialist for now. I can change that a little bit later. We need some mobility ranks to improve her defensive fighting, and we need persuasion. She needs to have this. We get dazzling display. Alright, let's pick up what we got here. Yep. Not worth the wait. Not worth the wait. Yep. Alright, not worth it. That's right. This person. I think just that. None of this stuff is going to be worth carrying around the weight.
What's that?
Nice. Got both perception checks. We got a ancient Cyclops coin.
You see that?
Try to do this trap. Oh, really? Really? Okay. Well, I briefly had 3 viewers. Okay, let's try the trap again. Come on, Benji, you can do it. I believe in you. I need to roll a 9, and I rolled a 7. Okay. Come on, Benji. I believe in you. Wow. I'm really struggling with this trap. I want the experience for it. Okay, we're fine. We'll do. Oh wait, I can't do that yet, can I? No, I can't. All right, let's try this again. We're gonna get it this time. There we go. See, I wanted that experience. The 22 experience is gonna matter. All right. Harem. So you hit a couple of these. And then let's go to here. Oh, let's fix my alignment. I want Valerie in the front. Let's see what we got here. Valerie and the Smilet on in front. Followed by Amiri, me, Harem. Yeah, sure. Let's quick save again before we leave. And here we go. Oh, grab that chocolate. Whatever that is. Chocolate? Yeah, chocolate. How sweet. The first breath of fresh air after the stale, damp sniffness of that tube. Before us stretched an unending heath, replete with hills and gullies and patches of low shrubs. Already the trail of Tartuccio and his companions had gone cold. So this one, nature check. No blade of grass was bent. It must have had enough time to straighten back up, since whoever last passed through. But the heath's dry earth preserved the prints of little shoes. Our eyes to the ground, we followed the trail. We walked and walked until finally we came to a huge gully, the dried-up bed of a river of yore. But what is this? At the edge, the grass was trampled down and the soil turned up, and claw prints, lots of them. We'd stumbled upon a fresh battlefield, and here the trail split. One set of footprints walked away from the battle and down into the gully. The brave footprints that faced down their enemies followed the path along its edge. Well, let's see who left the claw marks. Claw marks were not deep, the attackers were small and lean, and more of these creatures walked on two legs. Finally, the form of the prince left no doubt in our minds. We had stumbled onto kobold lands. Let's detect magic. Traces of a spell, apparently from the illusion school of magic, near where the lonely trail descended into the gully. Alright, well, let's study that trail. To our surprise, we discovered that the little shoe prints turned into little clawed footprints on their way to the gully. It was as if someone from Tartuccio's band was wearing shoes, then either took them off or grew claws, then jumped into the gully to avoid the battle. That sounds like something Tartuccio would do. Examine both the other path as well. Frequently used. In its dust, we saw both sets of footprints together. It was clear that those who had no claws left the battle surrounded by those that did. Let's follow these footprints down into the gully. The way down was steep, and it took some time to reach the bottom. Walking on the loose soil was difficult, but the clawed footsteps were easy to spot. The bottom of the gully went downhill deeper and deeper. Finally, the footprints turned, whirled up the steep slope, and disappeared at the gully's edge. We couldn't but admire the animal agility and clever claws of the creature we were following. The slope before us was as tall as two tall men, and ended at a hanging crest. Climbing up such a slope would be no easier than climbing a sheer wall. However, a long, steady-looking root stuck out from the ground from the top. All right. Oh, yeah, I have good mobility. Sure. Yes. After tugging on the root, Benji took a deep breath, grabbed it with both hands, and began the difficult ascent. Pushing with his feet against the slope and grabbing the root with both of his hands, he climbed higher and higher. Only his heavy breathing and the faint creaking of the root broke the deadly silence. Suddenly the dust poured down from the top of the slope, and the root began to slide from the ground. Keeping his wits, Benji shifted his weight to his legs and froze. After a tense moment, he continued his journey, soon he had reached the top of the slope. After catching his breath, he lay on the ground and offers his hand to help the next of us up. After climbing out of the gully, one by one, we easily found the clawed footprints again and moved forward. The air grew tense. We sensed that we were approaching our target, and our intuition proved correct. And let's see what we got.
You in the common glory. Enough of this painful existence. Destroy it and bring it to me.
The mites under the old sycamore, they possess the magic treasure, very ancient. There we go. We're chaotic neutral. Let's do that.
You, when will I finally be rid of you? Don't listen to him. Listen, it's my promise to make friends for us. You and you, hold him back. The rest of you, follow me.
Alright, how many do we gotta fight here? Just two? Okay. Come on. There we go. There's the sneak attack damage. Very heavy on melee characters at the moment. Alright, let's see what we got here. Imprint on the ground near the empty chest. It looks like another chest of the same size recently sat beside this one. Okay. Oh, is that a new recipe? I got some recipe. What do we got? Haggis. I wish it showed here what it did, but it does not. Where'd it go? There it is. Yeah, let's fill out the map. Go down this way. Oh, there we go. Spotted something. What did we find? We found a chest with a bunch of port in it. Nice. Somebody was hiding their wine. Oh, we got another surprise in this corner too. Another one of those coins. Okay. Doesn't seem like just vendor trash because it has a different description than the stuff that you sell to vendors. So we'll see. We'll find out what those are for later, I'm sure. Oh, wait, what's that? More port. All the hidden wine in this map. Okay. These don't really, I mean, sell for 2 gold, 3 gold, don't really amount to much. Not really worth the weight of carrying those around, especially they were 15 pounds for just 2 gold. Usually just pass on those. Alright, oh, we went from there to there. Let's see what's up here. Because I actually think I want to go here first. Okay. It is. Oh, it's a skeleton. 2 skeletons. Yeah. You 2 can go there. You 2 can go there. Apparently nobody can hit anybody. Oh, there we go. Big explosion. Miriam with the crit. Okay. 2 skeletons aren't too much of a problem. 0 viewers again. I don't want any of that stuff. this. Use a couple potions. Yeah, one more. There we go. It's a little better. Oops. I get a little bit more creative with this, I think. So move you down into the side. You down to the side. Actually, no, I want you in the middle. If we're going to do that, this should actually look like this. There we go. I'm kind of weird. I want the portraits to match the order that they're in the formation. Let's pull you back into there. Pull you back into there. And then we'll leave you up front. There we go. There we go. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, heavy rain. Oh, storm. -6 penalty perception. That's no fun. Only wants a -6 penalty to perception. Apparently it's not too bad though, because I still passed this one. And not only is it nighttime, it's also storming. It is really hard to see over here. Here's something. Let's see what's in here. Potion of Vanish. Alright. Well, look who's here. Do you know me? Oh, Kressel, who apparently was responsible for collecting taxes. I met her already at Old Inks. Looking for the Staglog's fortress. Perhaps you'd be willing to help for a small reward? You really think I serve him for the money? Enough talk. Die. Well, that seems a tad aggressive. Who would hope to find honor among thieves? It will be a pleasure to cross blades with you. Okay, so we got an archer up in the tree. Okay. And of course, we're all... Shoot. Okay, you go there. And you go there. You turn that on. Let's have you rage. Yeah, I guess you just go with them. Let's turn that off, though. I don't think I want that on right now, because I want to be able to hit them. There we go, that's not bad. Of course, I have so many melee characters, I can't get there. Nice. We should be in our Valerie. Okay, good. You, what are you doing? Let's have you... Let's try and take out this archer up here. Let's do that. Nice.